Welcome back. You are listening and watching Ready, Set, Real Estate. Your host, Lisa Puerto, super agent and founder of Real Estate 100 Youth Foundation. Actually, I think I owe you full disclaimer that this show supports Real Estate 100 Youth Foundation, where we seek, teach, and empower youth ages 11 to 17 with real estate concepts, terms, and careers as an alternate pathway to success. For those of you who are new to me, I'm also author and creator of the Real Estate 100 book series. I have about 6 real estate published books sold internationally. I'm an award-winning author and industry award-winning real estate professional licensed in California. And the reason I bring that up is because oftentimes, I don't like to assume, but I've done this so long that I forget there are new followers and new people. And so I just owe that quick reminder of who I am as a licensed professional in the industry for 12 years. I'm very passionate about my community. Over the years, I've become an activist and finding ways of how we can really change the narrative. Ready Set Real Estate was born out of this wild idea concept, which I really appreciate, was to get the good, the bad, the ugly, the raw, uncut flips, flops, and booms of real estate, especially for millennials, because currently they are the largest demographic in the country at 92 million, and they're up next. And so this is about creating a platform so that they're educated, they're seeing how they can be part of real estate in all aspects. And we have been growing strong now in our third season. We are doing a 5-part series with Your Dream ADU. Check them out at yourdreamadu.com, on Instagram at yourdreamadu. On with Sean Smith, Joseph Leduff. We are continuing our 5-part series on ADU, which is a new thing. Joseph, welcome back.
Afternoon.
How are you feeling?
Great. Beautiful Sunday. Just another great segment we're about to have with you. Excited. The energy is there.
Yeah. I'm full of it. I mean, I'm full of it. I'm full of it. You guys are doing amazing things. Let me say this. Continue leading the charge and being that education leader. You guys are leading the literacy aspect of ADUs, because when it was announced at the time 2017 that it was going to come down the pipeline for the city of Los Angeles to now allow residents with a zonings of R1, which means you're zoned for 1 unit on your lot, of course, with an attached or detached garage. The city said you now can convert your garage or put an additional dwelling unit. We call it an accessory dwelling unit, or granny flat, or mother-in-law suite as other names. That now became illegal, and at the top of 2018, it hit the ground running. But more importantly, what we did see is that there wasn't enough information. There wasn't enough information of how do we navigate this. The city brought this out, created the legal conversion of the garages as a resource to solve the housing crises that we are experiencing. Joseph?
Yes, and their first actual shot at it that worked out well. It started up north in the Silicon Valley area. You have people who've been up there and living up there for years, and they have kids and their kids, and now you have middle schools and high schools and such that have that need teachers, and a lot of these teachers are coming from Oakland, from Vallejo, or from the areas that that are more affordable housing, to go drive up to Silicon Valley to teach and to go back. The property up there is just way too high. It's just way too expensive. It's like over $4,500, I believe, for like a 1-bedroom in 2017 for So teachers couldn't afford things like that. So, and that's a 1-bedroom unit, fully kitchen, bath, everything, the whole, whatever apartment setups they had out there. And that was just too much. They had strikes. They were dealing with a lot. So they had the homeowners up there open up kind of like their, they call them cottages more up there, or granny flats is very popular too. So, or maze quarters actually like that. But yeah, so down here in California, so now in Los Angeles, where you have 500,000 homes, that are in need of housing, and you have 500,000 homes that are zoned for ADUs. California needs homeowners to build ADUs. In fact, it's a part of their plan. That's just what it is. They passed the law. It's a part of the California housing shortage plan. To build and stop the build where we lost in 2008 and 2009, where we lost all those workers and such. So now you have the garages you can go to. Okay, so let's just go ahead and convert the garages, and now you kind of end that, or you kind of like not end it. It takes a lot of work, but we could get started at it.
Right. So I wanted you say 500,000, and you say that so easily. I think people need to really hear that number.
Yeah, because even when I say it,
look, y'all, it's 500,000. People say 500,000, a million, but when you got to put a couple zeros behind that, so people can really feel the impact.
Yes.
Feel the impact of that. 500,000 units. And you were saying about, there's a couple things that are happening with, the housing crises. And of course, the city having passed it is because it's like many-fold. It's not twofold, it's many-fold. And I think this is a great opportunity for us to really discuss kind of debunking this misconception, what is attached to the housing crisis and the homeless issue. So let's really just kind of identify. I actually had Brown Conglomerates, Fatima Brown, my amazing, actually, YPN board member. I sit on as the vice chair of the Southwest Los Angeles Association of Realtors, the Young Professionals Network. Fatima was a guest on my show, and she actually, they provide housing for homeless individuals and families. One of the things that we need to reiterate here, when people think homeless, Joseph, you talked about this. People have this misconception that it's, the drunk, the addict, the, all these things that, we see on the, the street per se. But hey, you're talking about,
you're talking about a woman who is in her BMW 5 Series with her child that she's been paying, tuition to a school and also paying rent for the last 7 years. And that child's going into a senior year, a very important year for any high school and family, especially coming from Los Angeles, where it could be tough at times. So, there's that. Then you have, the guy who is literally about to start into trying to look into getting housing, and now you're going from couch to couch, which is not homeless. It's just you're still looking and searching for a place. If you're a young person trying to get into housing for your first time, and you don't want to be at the house or stay at the home with your parents. So this is more affordable. This is if you want to say, I think a lot of us have been through homelessness before, where it's a couch here or a floor here, or sleeping at your mom's, or whatever it is, or sleeping in the car for a day or two, trying to figure it out. So, that's that. And there's the whole, like you said, there's the homeless person that's the bum, or and I don't like using those words, but that's what they paint, the picture of, or they put in the movies.
And that's why I wanted to really use this as an opportunity to really inform our listeners, and especially those who are thinking about the ADU as an income stream opportunity. Let me say this right now, that also there was, oh my gosh, forgive me, I think it was $60 million passed for homelessness funding, meaning, and that's why we saw a surge of a whole bunch of these nonprofits that popped up, that nonprofit housing organizations to provide transitional housing and assist people. Because again, we're talking about anywhere from the youth, 16 to 24 is a large homeless population. and they are receiving stipends to cover their housing. So that's one aspect of it where this money, you know, you'd have guaranteed income of $96,000 if you're housing a youth age 16 to 24 that is receiving a stipend.
Right. And that's good information, no, because again, you know, the more information, the more deeper people go and research, especially people who are, you know, like the youth, or especially people who are going through, you know, that kind of like transition from the floor to the couch to kind of being a homeless person. You know, you got to do, and that's where me and Sean come in. A woman said that she found our card off of Olympic, and I don't know, I forgot what cross street.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
that might have been when me and Sean were really out there canvassing and really doing, you know, hitting it hard. And she emailed it. It seemed like probably at least a month or two later, because we haven't done that in a while. And she basically,
She gave me a call, and she was just basically calling saying she found my card on the floor, and you know, she was asking, you know, I know you guys build ADUs, but do you guys you know, happen to have any you know, housing, or do you guys know anyone looking to rent out an ADU? And you know, you start to think like, this is, you know, as much as we're trying to, you know, educate homeowners to, you know, do this, there's a whole group of people out there that are, you know, needing, you know, affordable housing that, you know, we're not even, you know, I'm pretty sure people are focusing in on it, but, you know, they're out there, and, you know, and they need help.
Yeah, I mean, this is affordable housing. This is and from my information from being out in these streets, like me and Sean have, we've talked with homeowners. We know what some of these mortgages are. We know some of these we know some of these, you know, Section 8s. And we've been around all of it. So we've heard all of it. So this is still, in our eyes, and we know it's a no-brainer, this is the most affordable. This is the most affordable housing in LA right now, currently.
Wow. Yeah, we're seeing a lot more development happening across the city. And here's what's really important for you guys, our listeners, our viewing audience, is to notice what's happening in terms of the development of Greater LA. Is that the development, the builds are now going up. You do own 60 feet of the airspace above you.
Yes.
And that is what you own. So you have the ability to build up, and that's what we see happening. Sean, you can probably speak on this in terms of your floor plan designs that are now 2 stories. And I think we were even discussing something, a proposed a tri-level, and that's interesting.
Yeah, no, I just recently did a floor plan. Matter of fact, last evening, me and Joe were at a homeowner's home, and you know, we always, you know, start off, with the 1 bedroom, 1 story. You know, they didn't have any seniors. This was an income unit, so you know, I wanted to start them off, with a 1 story, but no, they wanted to go immediately to a 2 story, 2 bedroom unit. They also wanted to keep the garage. Part of the garage, you maybe about 5 feet in from the garage door, and to keep it as a workspace for the husband. And then, on just to the left of the door, on the west facing wall, they put to the ADU. And then, yeah, so, these floor plans, you can build on top of a garage. If you have an existing garage, you want to keep your garage, it's very much possible. Or if you're looking to just, add you brand new, addition, new construction ADU, we can just build a floor plan that, suits the needs of, if it's going to be for, elderly, or if it's for an income unit. It's definitely LA is going up, the people are trying to maximize, the space that they have. And building up is definitely a way to, increase more and maximize space.
Maximize space, absolutely. Yeah, this is, again, this is why I can appreciate having this dialogue right now, because we are in its infancy stages. You guys are leading the charge, and really take on a really genuine approach, a very customer service approach, and a very professional approach. in assisting those homeowners navigate the process. I can imagine that this is something that is alleviating the stress, and especially I want to ask you this, especially as we're discussing about the possibility. And maybe we need to reiterate it because I think we covered it on one of the first parts of the show, but for people who are catching us on today on this series, are you guys assisting with getting those units rented?
You know, we it's something that we do attend to. Yes,
You're exploring
we're
getting.
exploring it. We have we can do it. Me and Sean do have yeah, we do have two outlets of doing that. Yeah.
Good, good. And I was saying that, I mean, that's really when you start to do full service, that
Yeah,
really
like right now it's kind of
solidifies.
more like a giving back out of the heart, you know, it's just like natural right now. But at some point, yeah, me and Sean, we're trying to, yeah, that's why we're trying to sit down with the super agent and talk, see how we can, you know,
Exactly.
we want to see how we can do that. And she brought it up, so stay tuned, y'all. You might be looking at some ADU brokers or ADU agents out there.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, she's the expert, so we trying to follow her lead.
You know,
And so full service, you're absolutely right. Yeah, and that's what I was exploring, from start to finish, to really be that full service anchor. And you're absolutely right, bringing on the real estate professional. And I mean, this is going to be tremendous to say, hey, Lisa, hey, we've got another ADU ready to go. Here are the pictures. Go ahead and list it. And now this is a new ADU listing and a rental that, because I get hit up all the time about, hey, do you have units? Hey, I need a 3-bedroom, I need a 2-bedroom up to 2,300, 2,500, 20, people are really constantly hitting me up, and it hasn't been like my main focus because, it's hit or miss. And oftentimes I go, well, people can look online, and I think that it's easy, but you know what? It's not easy finding units to rent. And this is why discussing the possibilities with ADUs is so important. It is so important. So kudos to you guys for, again, just stepping it up. And
thank you. And and you brought back to the core of it though, because us three, all three of us love education. Sean, he educates a lot of people, and he even has people underneath him that work with him. And he's teaching currently with the 3D the floor plans, the website, our marketing, our content, and everything. And then yourself with the agents, the super agent with the kids and the youth. So if we could add that and get those two, and obviously, what I bring is with the ADUs, the sales part, and that will help them. It would help all of us get that to them, and then now we have, these super ADU agents coming out. We're producing these guys now too.
I love it.
Because again, 500,000.
Say it. Say it for the people.
500, and it's just growing. It's just growing every day. We are the top state in the world. We're one of the top states. It's growing every day. Someone just landed right now in LAX looking for something, and they're paying Airbnb, and they're probably gonna sleep in their rent. They're probably not gonna get a rent. Rental's high right now too, so they're gonna get the Uber to their friend's house and be on the couch maybe for a week or two until they could figure out where they could go and get to. So we need these guys. We need this whole new generation. I know Lisa already has some people lined up, I'm sure.
That is tremendous. And yeah, I definitely am grooming, working on some great opportunities. I won't give my top secret, but it has to do with scaling and expanding, and I'm really excited about it. And so, as I've said offline, and I'll say this online, I mean, you rock with me, yo, you winning.
There you go. Yeah. And if you have any, if the viewers out there, go to our Instagram again. I know she said in the beginning, but at Your Dream ADU, there's some, you can see some of the videos. There's some, that's us with real homeowners.
Right.
Real life homeowners. Those are people who, they're really in a situation. They really want to, get through, like we had before, illegal garages or some of the bad contracting, or we have so many different testimonies, and that's why I can't wait for Carson, because you're definitely gonna have to. I'm gonna need an extra 5 minutes. You got to put on that stage.
I'm so glad you said that. We didn't say it. We didn't plug it in. Property owners.
I'm throwing it out there right now. I'm gonna need an extra 5-10 minutes. You know, you know, because we're gonna you know, give you guys as much as we can, you know, in that little bit of time.
Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, 10 sessions to choose from for existing property owners, new property owners, those that are set to inherit property. You need to be at the Property Owners EDU conference. It is the first conference designed specifically for owners and ownerships of all levels, October 26th. Carson Civic Center. This is serving all surrounding community. And you know what? I've got people already lined up that I'm connected with too that are coming in from Hawaii and San Diego. So make sure you get on the list so that when registration opens, you get the early bird. And it's just, Your Dream ADU is going to have an entire breakout session. We've got giveaways, we've got catered lunch, an opportunity to network with expert industry professionals. And this is like, imagine if you were given the toolkit when you got your keys, rather than saying, you know, here's a bottle of Moet and thank you.
Right. The bottle of Moet sounds nice, but it's not what you need.
It's not what you need. It sounds nice. It's what you need, not what you need. I'm not knocking any of my industry professionals who are giving their clients cutlery sets and you know, whatever fancy stuff you guys are giving your clients. I professionally, I pay for home warranties. I pay for termite. I'm normally kicking in where it matters in the long run. So my clients know they're not going to get a bottle of Moet from me, because oftentimes I already paid for something in the deal that matters. Okay. Yeah. So this is awesome, you guys. Thank you for today. We're going to get ready to lock in our last of this 5-part series. We just touched on a little bit on the housing crisis and how Your Dream ADU has been integral to bringing a solution to that. And again, 500,000 units that we have a shortage of. And we have the ability to take what we have right now on our properties and build back or up and turn that into residual income, passive income, increase our property value, and more importantly, be a solution to this housing crisis that we are experiencing in today's current day. All right, you guys, we're gonna get ready to wrap this up. I appreciate you. Check out yourdreamadu.com, Instagram at yourdreamadu, and you can connect with me on all social media at LA Super Agent, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the show, and this is how you can continue to support what we're doing with Real Estate 100 Youth Foundation. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.